Hello, everybody. Welcome to the B System. And I forgot to turn off the music. I'm still not used to restream yet. Um, hello, everybody. Welcome to the B System. We have a awesome lineup tonight, juicier than your Thanksgiving leftovers. We got Biden's so-called firing drama. We're going to be talking about the annual turkey pardon, the White House Christmas tree fiasco, Barron Trump's viral suitcase. It is my suitcase. That's another soundbite we need. We need Daniel on tonight, so hopefully he'll hop on here in a second. And Kamala Harris post-election message to the nation. So get ready to slice through the spin. Why did I write that out? That's so corny. Dish out the real talk and reveal the secrets I'd rather keep buried. Let's dig in. Isn't that cheesy? That's cheesy. I did that for Thanksgiving.
That's good for everybody who's, eating and going, man, I wish I had some cheese with this meal.
Anyway, I have Michael with me tonight here on the B System. Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you've come on here. And by the way, everybody, Michael's going to be a regular on the B System, so he'll be in the intro video the next time. And so I appreciate you coming on here for Thanksgiving because I thought, everybody's super busy on Thanksgiving, but we're not allowed to talk politics around the Thanksgiving table. What a better night to talk politics.
No, at least we saved it till everybody was done.
What was that? I'm sorry.
I said at least we saved it till everybody was done eating.
I know. I just, it's tonight's going to be a little bit fun though. And it's not going to be all serious. We're hardly ever serious over here anyway on the B System, but we are streaming live on my personal Facebook page, X and Rumble. So please, especially on Rumble, give us a thumbs up on Rumble, please, please, please. That's all I ask for over there. It keeps us in the algorithm and everything. Also, by the way, we are going to be having subscriber content, exclusive content only coming up in December, starting in December. So please support our show. The QR code is up here for the B System. Please check that out. Become a subscriber. And if you don't want to be a subscriber, at least support the show. This is where we're at, people. We are at the cusp. We're at the very fine line here where we need to start moving forward in things. And the only way to do that is to get some help. And we appreciate all the help. We're very thankful for all the viewers and listeners and everything. We're available on all podcast platforms. So anyway, got over that serious stuff. Now let's go on.
This is going to be a fun night.
That's how I feel already. I've talked so much. I've talked so much this past week, y'all, in my day job and then podcasting and everything. I have talked so much. But anyway, Michael, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was really nice. I got to spend the day with my mom and I got to make her Thanksgiving lunch and we got to watch some TV shows and some holiday movies.
What's your favorite holiday movie?
Ooh, I used to have one set one, but I gotta admit, I'm probably gonna get some flack for this, but I'm a sucker for the Hallmark Christmas movie premieres and the Great American Family Christmas movies. Those are really good.
I can't get into the Hallmark stuff. I'm sorry. I can't connect there. You know what my holiday movie was today?
Die Hard.
Beetlejuice. Die Hard.
It was a shot.
Beetlejuice was the movie today.
The first one was good, though.
The first one, that's what it was. It was today. That was my holiday movie today. My holiday movie for Christmas is The Shining. So
that's an interesting choice.
Yeah. Somebody I saw on TikTok the other day, somebody says a holiday movie is The Conjuring 2 because it has all the Christmas lights and the Christmas trees and everything in it. It just might as well be a holiday movie.
You might as well pick Gremlins then.
Oh, no. Gremlins is one on that during December. We watch Gremlins 2. Not 2, but Gremlins 1.
No, I think we all got it. You also watch Gremlins.
Yeah, I only watch Gremlins. Oh, Lord have mercy. But, speaking of watching movies and everything, hold on, I got a clip I wanna play.
I got an interesting question for you about Gremlins, though, before we get started,
Yeah,
since you brought it up. If you remember, Gizmo is like this little teddy bear looking guy, and then he gets wet, and all of a suddenly he's gremlins that are in dresses and regular clothes. I'm like, how do you know which one is which?
I don't know. I don't know. I always wanted a gremlin. You know those Furbies that came out?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the Furbies? That remind me of Gizmo. And, when they came out, and that thing spooked me out, and it would come on in the middle of the night in my son's room, and, like, its eyes were glowing. I threw it away finally. Like, it came alive at night. So, there's something with that in the Gremlins.
Well, when else is a Furby supposed to come to life?
At night, the Furbies rise. It's like Critters, the movie Critters. Remember that movie?
Yeah, and you could also go with the troll movies now.
They ball up and you know that what's a really creepy movie? I highly if you know this movie, then God bless you because I don't think Hug a Bunch. Remember Hug a Bunch?
I think I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never been able to sit through the whole thing.
So, anyway, Thanksgiving is always a time to be thankful.
Hey, I'm thankful you allow me on the show.
Thankful for things. When did you learn the truth about Thanksgiving?
Wait,
Do
which
you
truth are
know
we
do you
talking
know
about?
about the truth? The Indians and the Pilgrims.
So the school version I learned in elementary school, but then the other version I learned in my 20s.
So what version do you believe?
I kind of made my own version.
What was that?
So to me, I view it as it's a sacred day that compiles, it's like Christmas. It's a compilation of every day where people should be grateful and spread, just acts of kindness and help each other. And it's the one day out of the year that I feel like, well, that spirit of kindness and gratitude fills you for the year. And I hope that you would share that every day. But if you don't, at least share it today.
Well, I learned the truth way later in life. Hold on. Daniel just came on. After we say the truth, here comes Daniel. What's up, Daniel?
Yeah. Y'all can stop talking about me now
How did you know?
because I know things.
He was stalking us. He was actually I don't think we really said anything about you yet until I said I hope Daniel logs on. But I'm getting ready to play the how I found out about the true meaning of Thanksgiving through
Wait, so that one viewer we had, that was Daniel?
hopefully it went down to 0. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on. Let me get this video. I'm gonna share this out. This is how I learned the true meaning of Thanksgiving. And we're talking about holiday movies real fast before we get into political stuff, but Adam's Family Values.
We
The
cannot break bread
Thanksgiving
with
scene.
you.
Huh? Becky, what's going on?
Wednesday!
Becky.
You have taken the land which is rightfully ours. Years from now, my people will be forced to live in mobile homes, on reservations. Your people will wear cardigans and drink highballs. We will sell our bracelets by the roadsides. You will play golf and enjoy hot hors d'oeuvres. My people will have pain and degradation. Your people will have stick shifts. The gods of my tribe have spoken. They have said, do not trust the pilgrims. Especially Sarah Miller.
Gary, she's changing the words.
And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you. and burn your village to the ground.
Children, can't stop it! You're destroying my tents!
He's not a team player.
Well, he's a special child, but he needs friends.
He needs friends like this. I beg your pardon.
They're finally getting their payback.
And I love how they're very inclusive. They're not, keeping anybody out of the tribe.
How old were you when you realized that the boy she meets at summer camp played Bernard in the Santa Claus?
I
No
don't think
way.
I ever knew that.
Yep.
The guy from Numbers?
I don't know. I never saw Numbers.
That was a cool show. He was a math genius.
Well, this is how I was like, why is all this in here? And this is what got me. Oh. Show, not show, man.
And so this is how the Navy celebrates Thanksgiving.
Yeah. If you hear something in the background, that's my son. He's playing a video game.
But yeah, the nerdy boy that she kisses at summer camp, yeah, he played Bernard in the Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look into that after the show. But thank you for joining, Daniel. So glad you're here. How was your
Yeah,
Thanksgiving?
bah humbug.
Oh, whatever.
No, that's
Oh,
next month.
no, that's next month. Never mind.
I mean, it kind of starts already. I mean, I think it kind of starts when Mariah Carey comes on the speakers for her
No,
holiday.
we will not mention her name. Do that.
I almost,
No,
I almost started playing that song tonight.
no.
Started up.
Actually,
that
what's
is-
funny
that
is
is-
Sirius. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's like saying the B word, Beetlejuice. No, we don't do that. You do not summon her.
I thought it was Bruno you weren't supposed to say.
How did you know I watched Beetlejuice today for my Thanksgiving holiday movie? Did you were stalking us. You were stalking us. He was our one viewer, Michael.
Oh,
Daniel, you
What?
weren't you? You were in the corner. That's Daniel in the corner. That's Daniel in the spotlight, losing his religion.
Can't lose what I never had.
Oh,
Daniel's the shadow. The shadow knows all.
Daniel gives me a little bit of Batman vibes too. But anyway,
Wait,
thank
which
you,
one?
But Michael Keaton, Batman.
Michael Keaton. Always Michael Keaton.
He probably does the voice too.
Do you think he does the
Batman.
voice? I mean, Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice too. He's Beetlejuice and Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beetlejuice is a superhero in many ways, if you just look at it through Batman's eyes.
Although Michael Keaton did have one role that I think set him above all the others, and it was back, I believe, in the 80s. Mr. Mom.
I don't know if I know that. Let me look it
That
up.
movie in years.
Mr. Mom. Is it like Mrs. Doubtfire?
Sort
That
of. Not as comical in the sense of wearing a mask.
Okay. Mr. Mom, Michael Keaton, 1983. I don't think I ever watched that movie. I'm gonna have to put that on my list.
I'm trying
Anyway,
to doesn't he like lose his job and become a stay-at-home dad or something?
Yes, he does. Terry Garr, I believe, is the mom.
I'll have to check that out later. I have not watched it, but since we're gonna throw some political spin into all of this tonight, did you all get to watch the 10-minute video of Kamala Harris, her speech to the nation post election failure?
I waited till tonight so I could give a true reaction.
So we're gonna watch it all for the first. Well, I watched it a couple of times because she's clearly lit. She's always lit, but it's a 10-minute video. I'll pull it up here and we can watch it and talk about it. But listen to her words, listen to her slur. This lady, the whole White House staff, in my opinion, and they're coming out now that the snow found at the White House was actually Obama's. It was Obama's, and that's why they're not telling anybody.
Wait, Obama brought his snow to the White House?
Obama, that's all he does. That's all he does is it's probably he bought it probably off Hunter. Like, it's a whole
I've
big,
heard that's now the third. I've heard it was Hunter's, then I heard it was Kamala's, and now I'm hearing it was Obama's.
yeah, I've heard it was Obama's from several very big popular podcast shows that doesn't just throw anything out there. So, I mean, when all this stuff came out, they kept saying, "What? Who did this? Who did that? And whose was it?" And they would never really say. But now the popular podcasts I listen to are saying that they believe and they have talked to people that it was actually Obama's stuff in the White House. Obama's there. But anyway, she's doing a lot of alcohol. She's probably doing cocaine too. Let's play this video and we'll watch it. I'll pause it if you need me to pause it. Here we go. Look how she started. Hold on, just look at this.
She's lit from the start.
Look at this.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Back at you, brother. You are such an extraordinary leader, and we have become lifelong friends. I just, in front of everyone, I want
this is the person she chose to be her VP, and then when all the negativity came out, she said she chose him because she was sleep deprived. Sleep deprived.
And now she's so thrilled.
It's the alcohol speaking here now. Everybody, it's the alcohol.
Thank you, Tim. You lead with courage. You lead with heart. You see the people. You care about the people. You believe in uplifting the dignity to which all people are entitled.
The paid people, the paid actors.
And you do it and you have a sense of fun when you're doing it. But you are an extraordinary leader, and obviously the people of Minnesota are very, very lucky to
have you. His whole family voted against him.
National leader.
I know.
And a dear
His whole
friend.
family came out with Trump shirts.
Noelle, thank you for your work in Pennsylvania and all that you did for our campaign. And let me just say to everyone on this call, I am so grateful for you, and I'm so thankful to you. I'm thankful for your love of our country and your willingness to put the work into it. I'm thankful for the faith that you put in me and Governor Walz and our team. And I am thankful because I know your character is such that you're not going to get knocked down. And you're in this fight. And you're in it for all the right reasons. And I know that about you. It's why you're part of this call right now and all the work that you did over those 107 days and even before. That's your nature. And the outcome of this election obviously is not what we wanted. It is not what we worked so hard for. But I am proud of the race we
pause it for a second.
And your role in this was critical.
Does anybody else notice she's wearing black and her flag has no color on it and her pin?
Yep.
What do you mean no color?
When you look at it, it has no red, white, or blue to it. It's just a pure like black or silvery flag.
Oh, on her pin, on her suit.
Her lapel pin.
Yeah.
I'm like, at least all the politicians have the common sense to wear the colors of the flag on their lapels.
Did anybody know about the not having colors on your lapel pin? I don't know anything about that.
I don't know. I mean, even
I'd
my
almost,
flag that
I'd
I
almost
wear
think
has
it would be a
colors in it.
black pin. It has colors in it.
Yeah.
I'd almost
Mine
think if
all
it didn't
do.
have colors, it's a sign of a nation in distress, kind of like the black
I thought
American
that was
flag.
the upside down flag.
It can be upside down or it can be black, right? All black.
No, upside down is a sign of distress.
Okay. What's the black one mean? Black
You got
American.
no style.
It means we're boarding your ship.
Oh, it's a pirate flag.
Or it means you're at Paris Island and it's too hot to train outside. Y'all laugh. I'm serious. They actually have what's called Black Flag at Paris Island, which means it's too hot to train outside.
Oh, black flag means wartime. It's a stark design often conveyed as a message of defiance and resistance. Unlike traditional flags with vibrant colors that symbolize hope and unity, the Black American flag has generally been linked to somber and militant themes, wartime symbolism.
Oh, that would be her and her party.
That would be. All right, let's go on and watch Drunk Kamala.
Here's an interesting comment real quick that came through on my YouTube. Is Derek put during Minnesota lockdowns during the C-19, Governor of Minnesota Tim Walz had law enforcement shoot paintballs at people who tried to leave their properties.
Yeah, that's the truth. That happened. There was a lot of stuff that Tim Walz did during lockdowns.
So apparently that's how he fights the good fight. He gets paintballs out.
I mean, I would like to do that.
I mean, I think I've still got an autococker in storage somewhere. We'll throw down.
Especially during Thanksgiving dinner.
We should do that one day. Have a B system paintball.
Oh, you all would go down. I don't care how much military background you got. Like, I'm a Call of Duty champion. I will take you out. Call of Duty taught me everything I know about war and fight. No, I'm just kidding, Daniel. I'm kidding. But I will challenge you and I will play. I used to love doing that stuff. And laser tag, I could do laser tag. I will beat everybody at laser tag. My son, I would take him down to Lexington, Kentucky. They had a two floor laser tag. And I would be in there. I'd sweat in buckets and loved it. And I come out and my name was the Beast back then. And all these kids would come out and be like, man, the Beast won. The Beast won. Who's the Beast? And I come out and I'm like looking. I was like, oh, I won. I beat all these kids. My son was so embarrassed. He's like, Mom, stop doing it.
See, Airsoft is the game that I play.
Airsoft. When's the last time you played that?
Oh, hell. Probably 8 years ago.
I'll beat you.
Any day, any time, any place.
I will beat you. All right, let's go watch Kamala be drunk.
What we did in 107 days was unprecedented. Think about the coalition that we built, and we were so intentional about that. You would hear me talk about it all the time, it being a dog.
It was unprecedented because she wasn't even voted in for a primary.
Like, right, and what coalition is she referring to? The illegals crossing over?
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Absolutely what it is.
Daughter of parents who are active in the civil rights movement. I know and believe that the best movements that are about progress in our country mean that it's leaders that we are dedicated to the coalition, to bringing people together that seemingly have nothing in common, but have everything in common. A coalition
it is the illegals.
People together based on
like Nothing in common, but everything in common. What kind of gaslighting BS word salad is that?
Well, think about it. The illegals, they're all from different nations, but they have the one thing in common that they're all paid for by her
But they
party
have.
and coming in to cause problems.
Did you see where Homan put his foot down
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Colorado? That's why I like that guy, because he also throws out the actual law behind what he's saying, and he throws out all the statutes and all that kind of stuff. They're coming to Colorado. Like if I'll be home for Christmas. This is what the illegals should be singing right now.
Deep love of our country and our understanding that the strength of our country will be a function of our willingness to put in the work.
She
And
can't
that
put
we
in the
will
work.
do that work
She never worked in
with a sense
McDonald's.
of
How does
joy,
she know how to
yes,
put work in?
with a sense of work ethic and understanding it's going to be hard, but it's good work. It's good work.
We
To
know what
be
kind of work she
engaged
did.
in a collective
Yes, I
fight for
do.
America's future. And it means so much to me and to Governor Walz that you knocked on doors, you called friends, you called in favors. You said, "Hey, I showed up at your softball game. Now I need you to show up at the campaign office." You put in the time. It was personal.
You know why she still needs them to show up at the campaign office is because she's how much money in debt. That's why she still needs them to
No.
show up.
That and she needs help figuring out how to take the tacks out of the wall to take the posters down.
Good for you. And you gave all that you could to support our campaign. Because of your efforts, get this, we raised an historic $1.4 billion, almost $1.5 billion from grassroots supporters alone. The most in
I don't
presidential
believe that.
campaign history.
I don't believe that. Do you believe that?
Nearly 8
No,
million
and
Not
donors
one
contributed
bit.
an average donation of about $56 to fuel our people-powered campaign. And understand that the work that we did included the work that so many of you here did, which is to talk to first-time voters. Many of you are first-time voters.
Ooh, look at her eyes right there.
And
Hold
to
on.
talk about
Watch this.
million donors contributed an average donation of about $56 to fuel our people-powered campaign. And understand that the work that we did included the work that so many of you here did, which is to talk to first-time.
Look at her right there. Do you see it? Doesn't she look creepy through the eyes?
She
Yeah.
looks drunk as fuck is what she looked. Sorry.
That's okay. Listen, before you came on, I was like, my description of the show tonight, I was giving Daniel everything he can just to be whatever he wants to be tonight. He's kind of making me nervous. But this is your night, Daniel. Release. Just go ahead and release it all. But look at her.
Oh, don't tell me that.
People on my personal Facebook page, don't judge me on this. We love Daniel. We support him. He's military and everything for our country. But look at her eyes here, folks. Like these things, like Elon Musk is another one. Like this is spiritual warfare and all type of things. These things come out. You just gotta watch for it. And this creeps me out. Look at her eyes. Ugh. Oh, Joe Fox is on. Good to see you, Joe. Thank you so much. She is. Well, her middle name is Devi. Just no L. That's her middle name. The two head of the Rothschild family in 1 year. Yeah, she spooks me out. Let's go ahead and play some more.
Many of you are first-time voters. And to talk about how being involved can make a difference. And that remains true. And that's one of the pieces
Notice
that I
how
just
she had
want
a
us to
hard
please
time
take
saying that
away,
word true.
that our fight for freedom and for opportunity and for the promise of America, it included, for example, almost 4 million first-time contributors to our campaign because of the work you did of helping people know that they can be engaged and that they're not outside, that they're inside, that we're all in this together. And that work continues. The work must continues of
Continues. Did
reminding
you
The
hear
work
that?
must
that we
continues.
have,
Yeah,
that we're
listen.
all in this together. And that work continues. The
Well,
work
and
must
also, if
continues
you're dead
of
and in a
reminding
cemetery, you wouldn't
ourselves
think
that
you could
we
vote. And
have
she
an
totally had
ability,
people go out telling you could vote.
helping people know that they can be engaged and that they're not outside, that they're inside, that we're all in this together. And that work continues. The work must continues of
Continues.
reminding
It's a
ourselves that
teleprompter
we
thing. It's a Joe
have
Biden teleprompter
an
thing.
ability to stay engaged in a way that will make a difference. The work that you all did, it's going to have lasting effect. Again, I'll say, the election didn't turn
They
out like
paid
we
them
wanted it
out
to.
in
Certainly not
vans
as we
or,
planned for
or
it to.
buses.
But understand that the work we put into it was about empowering people. That's the spirit with work we
Does
did.
anybody
Our
notice you
spirit
could
and
totally
our
make a
work was
drinking
about
game
saying,
off of this speech with the number of times she says work?
Drinking game. It's Thanksgiving night. Drink responsibly. Do not drive. Have a DD. For the remainder of the video, which is about 4 minutes long, anytime she says work, just take a shot, take a drink. Just drink responsibly. Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Here we go.
that it is a strength that we each have to lift people up as opposed to beating people down. It is a strength we have that has lasting effect.
She hasn't said
So
anything about
all
joy
that
yet.
work that you did that was about
Work.
engaging with other
Work.
people, engaging with perfect strangers and in their face seeing a neighbor,
Daniel, you have a sound bit
that has
for
lasting effect.
every single time we have
It
your work.
reminds people that there are leaders like you
I might have
who
something.
care and will bring us together. And sometimes in the darkest moments, people lose faith in that. Are there people out there that feel that way? And you reminded people that yes, there are. And there are a lot of us. And that strength cannot be taken from us. That is our strength. It cannot be taken from us. So listen, as I said the day after the election, I still strongly believe the light of America's promise will burn bright as long as we never give up and we keep fighting. And the fight that fueled our campaign, a fight for freedom and opportunity, that did not end on November 5th. A fight for the dignity of all people, that did not end on November 5th.
You think they're going to do
fight
something?
For the future? A future in which all people receive the promise of America? No. A fight that is about a fight for the ideals of our nation, the ideals that reflect the promise of America, that fight's not over.
The drinking game word changed from
okay? A future
work and
where
fight.
every American can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the right to make decisions about their own body, not their government telling them what to do.
Dude, here's what ticks me off about that. Is that we removed the government. The feds have nothing, or federal government has nothing to do with our right of abortion. It went back to the states, which should be that way. It should be a state thing, but nobody lost rights, period, of their choice on that. Which,
well, I don't even know why people are calling it a right to an abortion, because there's nothing in the Constitution that guarantees it.
Right. I agree with you on that, Daniel. And it's mind-blowing to me. We got this 4B movement and all these shaved heads, and it's a slap in the face to women that have lost hair due to cancer and some other diseases and everything, and they're doing this, and it's all over TikTok, all these girls coming on videos and shaving their heads off. You want to talk about cults? That's a cult. They want to say MAGA is a cult and all this kind of stuff. Like, this is a cult. This is how brainwashed these folks are. They don't even know what law and lingo or the Constitution is all about. And they play off this. This is political theater. They play off this to mess with these women. Like, we got women divorcing husbands because they voted Trump. Like, this is the most craziest election term that I think I've ever seen when it comes to women versus men. but it keeps it divided.
You know, I told you yesterday that one of my coworkers had exposed themselves. Let me rephrase. One of my Scotch is good. One of my coworkers exposed her political affiliations at work.
Well, good for her.
Our manager had made a comment about, you know, a holiday weekend. We got a 4-day weekend at work, and had made a comment about, you know, if you need bail money, something. And we started having a discussion about, you know, she said it better be justifiable. And I'd asked the question, okay, are we talking like if I can personally justify it, or if it's justifiable by the word of the law? And it turned into this whole discussion about what she considers justifiable reasons. And one of the things, well, punching Nazis is always acceptable. That was what my manager said. Punching Nazis is always acceptable. And I made the comment, sweet, I'm going to go find Hitler this weekend. And the coworker that I'm referring to made the comment, you can find him at Mar-a-Lago. And all I followed it up with was, and there it is. Because I knew, for one, I know I'm severely outnumbered in the political arena as far as my job is concerned. Like, out of the 300 plus employees that we have working in our company, maybe 1/10 of us are conservative.
Really?
Yes. And I'm being generous with that number.
Well, I'm blessed. It's the opposite where I work. So,
but yes, so, and you know, I wasn't offended by what she said. It didn't hurt my feelings that she made that comment, but she did delete her message from Teams and immediately followed it up with an apology. So I sent her a direct message and I said, hey, I obviously can't speak for anybody else that saw that, but I'm just letting you know I personally am not offended, because I'll be the first one to admit that I'm a conservative and I voted for Trump. I don't care. I don't care if you hate me or like me because of it. I don't care. But I told her, I still respect her opinions and her position. She's entitled to them as a human being. She can believe whatever she wants to believe. And I'm still a firm believer that people can have differing political views and still be friends.
I'm glad you believe in that. I don't anymore. I've just gone through too much, and it's best, especially with social media, losing everything on social media, losing my YouTube, losing my my TikTok that had almost 800,000 followers on there, and I was doxxed and hacked and everything. Anybody from the left, they report you, and if I figure out you're from the left and you're hardcore lefty, I will unfriend you on social media, because I know you may not be commenting, you may not like it, or you may not be putting an angry thing on my post, but I know you're reporting me, and I don't play that way. If I see you in my feeds or anything and supporting your party or whatever, I just skip over it. There's two different things here, and tread carefully, Daniel, on her. You may come at this as a political political maturity, I guess I should say, how that is. But believe me, they don't play that way.
No, they don't. I agree. Joe, you are absolutely right. The disdain that politics can cause. I don't think it's politics itself, though, that causes it. I think it's the media helping cause it.
Well,
because
we need to figure out how many of these people in their 20s and 30s that actually still watches media, because all the numbers are falling. Like, they are going under. Mainstream media is going under. So what are they listening to? What are they watching? Because the numbers aren't there
oh, they're I mean
anymore.
it's kind of like the difference between DVD and streaming services. Like everyone is going from, mainstream media is the DVD, podcasts or the streaming service.
Well,
Now, instead of listening to, and the mainstream media has done it to themselves, back in the days of like Walter Cronkite and all those guys, mainstream media reported the news. They reported the facts that were available to them at that time. You didn't have people like Rachel Maddow and Don Lemon and all these people out there say, well, this is what I think about this situation. No one gives a hell. No one gives a damn what you think.
But
Give
I
us
think
the
they do,
facts.
though, because but they're coming to podcasts and radio stations where we do voice our opinion. So I think that does matter. So,
And a
but
podcast,
their
yes, that's
opinions,
perfectly acceptable. A
but
podcast is an opinionated source.
the
But for
news,
mainstream
I was gonna
media,
say.
they need to be reporting the facts.
But we report the facts on top of opinions is what I was getting ready to say. They don't do that. They report propaganda, which Obama led that way with the executive order he put in place, and then they back it with their opinion. Um, let's listen to more of this Kamala thing,
I
because I got
actually have
several
an
videos.
interesting question for you
Okay, go
guys.
ahead.
When you're talking about, because I watch this stuff too, and their numbers are dropping. Are those numbers like the cable channels that are falling? Because they could all be going to like CNN streaming service or MSNBC streaming, in which case, yeah, the cable channels are dropping
Dude,
because everybody wants to stream.
CNN fumbled the ball when it came to streaming within like 2 months. They started it and then closed it down, as far as I remember.
Yeah. I don't know, because I know the Nielsen rating has always been kind of like the word of truth for that stuff. And I don't know if the Nielsen rating has upgraded their stuff to include streaming viewership or if they're still going off of just cable TV. I would hope in this day and age that they're also going off of streaming viewership as well.
I hope so. I hope it's all put together since it's one company, you know. Let's finish watching this. We got about 2 minutes left here.
For the rule of law, for
Maybe 3.
freedom for all, for equal justice, for the sacred principle that everyone, no matter where they start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be upheld.
What's wrong with her neck, folks?
That's not over. That fight's still in us, and it burns strong.
Even when she swallows, it doesn't look like she's swallowing.
I'm clear-eyed about that. I know you're clear-eyed about it. And it feels heavy.
Heavy.
And I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you.
Don't you ever.
You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage.
She didn't outnumber Biden in any county in the United States on votes. She was never ahead, period, in any polling at all. She didn't even beat Biden in any county. Like, what was the left thinking when they got her? They didn't even have a primary. The only thing that I could think why they chose Kamala is because of all the funding coming in as Joe as president. And if they went with another individual, they would lose millions and millions of dollars under Joe, which we all know is a laundering scheme. And I think that's why they went with Kamala. And what they did to Joe Biden is wrong. I'm not a Joe Biden fan, obviously, but what they did to Joe Biden was wrong.
So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Unless it's the DNC.
This mission that we have, it takes hard work.
Work.
As you've heard me say
Ding,
many
ding, ding.
times, we like hard work. Hard work is
There it
good
is
work.
again.
Hard
3,
work can be joyful work.
4,
And in doing our work, we will remain
5.
committed and intentional about building community, building coalitions, reminding people that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. We will be armed with the faith and the fuel that tells
Here we
us
go.
what is possible and then drives us to achieve it. So let's continue to organize and mobilize and stay engaged. And I thank you all. I thank you all. We are all in this together. All right? We are all
There's
in
those
this
eyes
together.
again.
And on this practical eve of Thanksgiving, I wish everyone a
what?
happy Thanksgiving with
Practical
the
eve.
ability and to
We got to the eve of Thanksgiving, and then we got the practical eve of Thanksgiving, and then we got Thanksgiving Day.
It's like she couldn't even think of what day it was. She's like, practical day.
It is very practical day of Thanksgiving. Dwayne Sweeney, good to see you, Dwayne. It's hard work to spend $1 billion in 110 days, and $1 billion and still in debt.
Yeah.
ability and to find the ability at this moment to just remember there is so much to be thankful for.
I'm thankful
And
for
so
Beyonce.
I wish for you that
thankful.
you are surrounded by the people you love and who love you. As you know, I encourage you to be around family in whatever way you compose that family. But to take
Whatever way you compose that family.
I was gonna say, didn't she like promote the ways of destroying families?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Can she say work one more time, please, so I can take a drink? Just one more time.
moment and just reflect on all the good you have done and all the good you have yet to do. We are powerful, those of us who love our country. And we got a lot of work to do.
There we go. I got my work. I got my work in. Woo-hoo! Sorry. It's like, what the heck? Like, she sobered up during that. She was lit when she started, and like she had to say so much, and she had to concentrate and read that teleprompter so much. She sobered up by the end of that video.
I don't know. She couldn't even figure out Thanksgiving Day.
What's your all's overall thoughts about Kamala's 10-minute speech to the nation? Because this was the first time she spoke out post-election.
It was a lot of work.
A lot of work and a lot of repetition. That speech probably could have been cut down to like 3.5 minutes.
It could have.
Taking all of her, well, we have to work at doing work because the work. And it's like, yeah, if we just cut all of that to simple.
And continues.
Yeah. She's going to continues to do what she needs to do to inspire, which I don't even think she knows what that means.
She probably doesn't. She's just reading a teleprompter. She's part of the program, you know. The same speech people are the same, you know, under Biden regime, Bush, and all of them. It's the same speech writers for sure. But speaking of work, somebody got fired over the last couple of days. That's Joe Biden. Listen to this.
I've just been told I've been fired. What they do when they tell us, they set a time, how long we're going to be somewhere, and then what they do is they close all the roads. The Secret Service does. And if you want to lose all support for the Coast Guard, and no one will ever vote for me again, I better get the hell out of here. I've just been told I've been fired. What they do when they tell us, they set a
Why
time,
are they closing the
how
road?
long we're going to be somewhere, and then what they do is they close all the roads. The Secret Service does. And if you want to lose all support for the Coast Guard, and no one will ever vote for me again, I better get the hell out of here.
Vote for me again. Like, dude, you didn't even run for presidency. You're done, and vote for you again.
Because you know they're going to close those roads on you.
Dude, just to have a Trump. Oh, Daniel hopped off here for a second. Just to have a Trump, you're fired, like, insert there would be awesome. Oh my goodness, Joe Biden, love his heart. What they did to him though was wrong. It's a good thing no one is drinking shots when work is mentioned.
You know, I have a theory that
drink wine.
The writers that were writing the speech for Kamala were like, probably like just fresh out of college and going, I bet we could make this a great drinking game. Let's use these key words and keep repeating them and see how many people figure it out.
Well, did you, speaking of college and everything, because we got wokeism in our universities, and like I went to university, I have several degrees and everything, and it was just, to me now, looking back on it, I was scammed into a college degree, and I'm pushing my son to go to trade school or be a firefighter or something like that. I'm not pushing him to go to university at all. And but when Trump won, did you see all the videos out with all these universities of all young men and women coming out and like cheering and running and having all their Trump flags on campus? Did you see any of that?
I didn't. Well, I saw a couple on TikTok, but I didn't like really pay attention to it because I was like, at first I was just thinking, did class just get let out for the summer break and everyone's finally excited? But no, but talking about, I agree with you. I got 2 degrees, and looking back at it, I think our generation was the last ones to truly get any amount of education out of it, because we were still being taught, go here, do your research, and tell us this. Now it's, we're telling you what to think, we're telling you what to memorize, and you're just going to spit it back to us. So, yeah, they're just become funded indoctrination systems.
Hold on. Restart computer. Daniel lost signal or something. He's trying to log back on, but it won't let him restart. I told him to restart computer. But people are saying that the big thing that with the university is because Barron Trump had a role to play in that, and he was telling, which we were speaking about podcasts and radio shows and stuff earlier, that Daniel's back, yay! That Barron Trump was the individuals telling Donald where to go and what podcasts to be on and everything, and like Joe Rogan and some of the other podcasts that Trump was a guest on really boosted that. But what's gone viral this past week was Barron Trump when he was little. Did you all hear about the suitcase video clip? Anyway, listen to Barron Trump when he was little. It's so cute. It's really cute, but it's playing everywhere. And I have a clip of somebody that's controversial too that was playing. But listen to the Barron Trump when he was little.
I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now.
Yeah, you will have lunch and then you go to school.
Now I'm gonna go.
Yeah, first you will have lunch and then you go to school.
Now you can do reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Listen how he says suitcase. He sounds just like his mother.
Yeah. I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now.
Yeah, you will have lunch and then you go to school.
Now I'm gonna go.
Yeah, first you will have lunch and then you go to school.
Now you can do reading, writing, and arithmetic.
So you know how we have, I swear, the Trump family, they have they go viral. Was it Party with Beyonce? Daniel, you have that, right?
I believe I do.
Party with Beyonce. What's Kamala doing?
Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce.
Dance party. Now listen to this. Here we go. We got Paris Hilton here with the suitcase.
I like my suitcase. I like my suitcase. Suitcase. I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now. I like my suitcase. Suitcase.
First you'll have lunch.
I like my suitcase. I have to go to school now. I like my suitcase. Suitcase.
That's viral now too. Suitcase.
Suitcase.
Daniel, can we do a soundbite for suitcase?
I
Anytime one of us are going on vacation, we can play this suitcase.
I like my suitcase.
But that just shows me how amazing of a mother Melania Trump is. Like she doesn't participate in a whole lot of stuff. She supports Trump from afar, and the media wants to spin a story on that and everything with their relationship. But she was very active mother when she could have gotten nannies and everything. I'm sure she had some nannies when Trump and her had to go somewhere, but she was very hands-on mother and raised Barron to be a very, very wonderful young man. All the Trump kids are, though. We don't have Trump kids like have Hunter Biden laptops. Or
No, but
go ahead.
I was gonna say she insisted that Barron learn her language so he could communicate with her parents and family. So to me, that's commendable that she insisted he learned both.
Well, I think it's very commendable to know 2 languages anyway. I don't know 2 languages. I wish I did. I wish I at least knew Spanish. I don't. I'm hoping my son.
¿Cómo estás?
I know sign language.
Hachi
I don't know any of that. Sorry, folks.
Parlez-vous français?
Are you saying work in any of that? Because I
No.
need another drink of my wine.
There you go.
But
you want to trabajar.
Okay, I'll help you out here. Here's one where I'll say it. Work.
Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna have to take
Oh,
a break.
I thought there was more coming.
No.
Work.
Here in the near future, everybody, we're gonna have a T-shirt that just says "work" available for the
with a beer or a liquor of your choice on the back.
Subscribe for exclusive content only, folks. We're gonna have merch coming out soon.
We could make a hat that says "work" and the bottle level goes down and then lights up back to full, and then when work lights up, it drops down.
I like to work it. Okay, wow. What do you want to talk about next? I'm a little sidetracked.
I thought you were wanting to go to the pardoning of the turkey.
Oh, pardon turkey. Sorry, that was really loud in my ear. Oh, pardoning the turkey. That's we got to do the Christmas tree stuff too.
No, it is not December yet. We don't have to do jack shit with Christmas.
Dude, wait till you find out what the White House did with the Christmas tree.
Yeah, but let's do the bird first.
Yeah, we're doing the bird first.
Bird is the word because the bird had to work it.
Peaches and blossom. Is that what it is?
Peach up to join us.
Peach and blossom.
They tell me Peach weighs about 42 pounds. What did you say, Peach? Peach is making a last-minute plea here. The 2 turkeys are named after a Delaware state flower, the peach blossom. And by the way, Delaware has a long history of growing peaches. In fact, the peach pie in our state is one of my favorites. It's a state dessert. And peach blossom flower is also symbolizes resilience, which is quite frankly fitting for today. This White House tradition began when turkey was presented to President Truman. And that president, then President George H.W. Bush, began pardoning turkeys.
Wait, what? Bush was around with Truman?
Hey, hold on. Maybe he's CIA, but hold on. He said Bush was the one that started partying turkeys is what he said?
Oh, no,
Hold
he
on.
said it
No.
started with sounded like
Truman.
he said it started with Truman, but Bush was the first. I don't know.
Yeah, he goes, it started with Truman, and then President Bush started the actual pardon. And I was like, Bush was not president while Truman was president, or even remotely around the time when Truman was president.
Well, let's see. Truman would have been in office.
That was 46 to.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was the tail end of
48?
World War II. So, Daddy Bush would have been
the
CIA.
80s. Yeah, but he would have been president in the 80s, which
We would have Prescott Bush. We would have Prescott Bush during that time.
But I'm saying Daddy Bush would have been old enough that he could have been involved in politics in some way, possibly, maybe.
Well, we had Prescott Bush, the daddy of daddy Bushes. That was CIA during that time. But here's what it says. It says presentation turkeys to the president became a norm in 1981, and the pardoning ceremonies quickly became a national sensation. By 1989, the annual tradition materialized with President George H.W. So 1981 is when they started pardoning them, I guess, or practicing that. But then it became a national traditional annual tradition by George H.W. I don't know. Here we go.
When turkey was presented to President Truman, and that president, then President George H.W. Bush, began pardoning turkeys. In the last 4 years, I've had the honor to continue that tradition. Peanut butter and jelly, chocolate and chip, Liberty and Bell, and today, peach and blossom.
Why do I have a sneaky feeling that these are code words for something? Is that just my conspiracy brain? Am I just looking into nothing?
No, it does sound like it because it's like they're so random that it's like it's got to be code for something.
Daniel, do you think it's code words?
I just
Okay, here we go. We'll play the rest.
Well, join the free birds of the United States of America.
Free bird.
Born this past July at the Zimmerman family farm, raised by the... Yeah, I hear you.
I could do a turkey call.
Raised by the family with the help of neighborhood children.
Go ahead. We might get a viewership to go up.
This very moment. According to experts...
Yeah, pause the video. Let's hear your best turkey call.
Yeah.
I got to hear work a few more times before I do that. No. But I can do a turkey call. Let me tell you, I used to work at Texas Roadhouse, and I was pulled into the manager's office just to do my turkey call because they all wanted to hear it.
Well, come on, let's hear it.
Yeah, work it.
Let's see if they say work a couple more times. I might do that. I have a whole big glass of wine here that I'm going to start sipping on. Stop. Here we go. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's listen to them.
Raised by the family with the help of neighborhood children who helped the turkey get ready for this very moment. According to experts, Peach weighs 41 pounds and loves to eat hot dish and tater tots.
Cheater tots?
Cross-country skis.
Tater tots.
Dreams to see, but the real dream he has is to see the Northern Lights, I'm told. He lives by the motto, keep calm and gobble on.
Keep calm and gobble on. That's tonight.
40 pounds.
That doesn't sound horrible at all.
Dreams of visit. To visit each one of Minnesota's 10,000 lakes. Lives by the motto, no foul play, just Minnesota nice.
No foul
They
play.
just finished 2-day road trip from Minnesota to Washington. By the way, you have chairs? Sit down. I forgot you had chairs. I'm sorry. Started thinking about the arduous trip they made. You guys are still standing. That trip's 1,100 miles. It takes 16.5 hours.
What the hell is he talking about right
They
now?
stayed calm, they
The
gobbled
trip
in.
from Minnesota to DC.
Oh, okay.
That trip's 1,100 miles. It takes 16.5 hours. Through it all, they stayed calm, they gobbled on, and still gobbling. They stayed nice listening to their favorite music, which apparently includes the song "Living on a Prayer."
That's what we've been doing the last 4 years.
Fellas,
Yeah.
your prayer's going to be answered today.
Our prayer was
Based on your
answered
temperament
November
and
5th.
commitment to being productive members of society, I hereby pardon Peach and Blossom.
Wait, I thought it was Peaches and Blossom. Now I just pardoned Peach.
No, it was Peach.
It was Peach and Blossom.
They'll now
Two
head
of them.
back to Farm America, Minnesota Center for Agriculture and
Has it always been two?
Interpretation
Hold
to
on.
serve
No.
as education.
Has it always been
varies.
two? We had
It
peanut butter
varies.
jelly.
And chocolate
One
and
year.
chip, Liberty and Bell
So it's been two birds each year.
for at least the last 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Listen-
for him. Probably because he couldn't count otherwise.
Let's listen.
They'll now head back to Farm America, Minnesota Center for Agriculture and Interpretation
Oh,
to serve as educational ambassadors of America's top turkey growing state and inspire the next generation of agricultural students. Congratulations.
And a sugar and a friggin' and friggin'.
Medicare or what was it? That's how I knew who ended up knowing who Tucker Carlson was that because I haven't had cable since Obama got a second term, and I did not know Tucker Carlson until he mocked Joe Biden in his Medicare commentary, and people were posting it everywhere, and I'm like, who is this guy? And I started following Tucker. I've only known Tucker Carlson probably in the last 6 years. Or 5 years. That's it.
Well, here's a funny fact. I was trying to see if it's always been two. And they say that when Truman was president, instead of partying the turkeys, they ate the turkeys.
Oh, hold on. What?
So apparently they've been partying for a lot longer than we realize.
Well, pardon, but like a ceremony, like what he just did, or did they like cut the turkey's head off in front of everybody? Just sat there and cooked it and ate it. Like what? I don't know.
All right, I want to hear your turkey gobble.
Yeah,
dude, I haven't heard work enough.
Work.
Maybe by the end of the show. Give me I have a glass of wine here. Let me drink the glass of wine, and by the end of the show, I'll do my turkey gobble.
Chug it.
And no,
chug it.
It's been an hour. This time goes by so fast. We still got a lot of show to cover, and
well,
I'm a lightweight, folks. I'm a lightweight. Like I have like 2 drinks most. I drink responsibly, and just give me a little bit, and just say work every once in a while.
See,
well, he
wants to hear it.
Yeah, and here's an interesting fact for you guys. They say what happens to the turkeys that are pardoned? They go to Frying Pan Park's Kidwell Farm. It's a petting farm for children in Herndon, Virginia. And they're supposed to live for another 2 years.
If you all want to hear my turkey gobble, just make a comment. Rumble, if you're over on Rumble, make a comment and Rumble work. I will do the turkey gobble. I might have to practice a couple times, put myself on mute before I actually officially do it. But yeah. That's me. That's me just hitting my letter. That's not the work. That's not work, Jumble. I just said it twice. 3 times actually. Go ahead, Michael. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying work it.
You said something
See, he
before
said
that
work.
that had meaning. You had said something before that had meaning, and I was not listening because
Oh,
Ralph,
he was
my
talking
friend
about where the
Ralph,
turkeys go.
The
Ralph.
turkeys that are parting goes to a petting farm for 2 years in Herndon, Virginia, called Frying Pan something. But yeah, so they get to work for 2 years as a petting zoo attractions, and
How sad is that? They work you to trust people, and then they go and get pardoned, and then they get their their heads cut off.
well, they get
That's
2 more
that's
years.
that's everything I've always looked forward to going to the petting zoo. Mommy, can I pet the turkey?
Yeah, can I pet the turkey that was parted last year before it dies?
I want to go
That's
pet the
so
turkey,
sad.
Mommy. I don't care.
Where's PETA? Where's PETA on this? PETA should be involved in all this.
Oh, they're
PETA's involved in the butterball turkeys.
Peter's probably the one seriously involved in the butterball turkeys.
they're too making labels to put on packages of beef
Dude,
that have
Daniel,
names
do you know
on them.
about do you know about butterball turkeys right now? Do you know what's going on with the butterball turkey recall? I came in
Inform
like
me.
a butterball.
Don't feel bad, Daniel. I didn't know you told me.
Lord have mercy. I need a more. I can't listen. What's happening to butterball turkeys has happened before, and it's so bad. I can't repeat it. I just can't. It is
Let's
terrible
just
what the
say there
employees.
was secret sauce added to it.
Let's just say that if you go on TikTok and look up Tom Cruise and fish, and then correlate that story with butterball turkeys, then you're on the right path.
Actually, got to do some work, people.
Do some work. Go over on TikTok, look up Tom Cruise and fish, and then I'm sure you could go on TikTok and look up butterball turkeys, but we want you to go down a little rabbit hole with Tom Cruise and fish, and then butterball turkeys, and you'll understand what we're talking about tonight. Yeah, if you ate a butterball turkey this Thanksgiving, I hope you prayed over it. That's all I'm gonna say. After the live. Oh, Ralph's gonna look it up. Ralph, message me after you look it up. I hear Michael typing right now. He's looking it up right now.
No. I'm typing you a message.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, it's very dramatic. It's very terrible. It's awful.
Look at what I just said.
Kamala could be the spokesperson of Butterball. That's the truth.
She's got experience.
I mean, she looks like she would do great with turkeys.
I'm
back. Finish her. Anyway, we're still streaming live to X, Rumble, Facebook. Please share this show out. Please give me a positive thumbs up on Rumble. Also, we're going to be having exclusive subscriber content coming out in December where we're going to have shows, but you can't watch the shows or listen to us unless you are a member. If you can't be a member, that's okay. Please support us over here. Buy us a coffee. Support the B System. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. So there we go. We got the turkey, but we got to go into Christmas because it's already Christmas. It was Christmas.
No, it is not.
It was
Hey,
a Christmas
music has started.
And
Christmas
those people
music
who have
starts the
started
day
their
after
Christmas
Thanksgiving.
music are psycho.
Hey, I like Christmas music.
I like
and
Psycho.
I'm on this show.
I don't care about Christmas. I just like Psycho. They keep you on the edge. Like nothing's better than a psycho in your life. I have some really amazing psychos. Most of them are Scorpios.
Like my mother, it drives me crazy. My mother will watch the Santa Claus in July. She
I
will
can't do
watch
the
like
Christmas in
White
July.
Christmas in May. Like, no, stop it. You get 1 month out of the year, 1 month where it's acceptable for the month. The rest of the time, no, there are other holidays going on.
What's your all's favorite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Shut up. You stalked us earlier, Daniel. Don't tell you like you stalked us. Michael, what's your favorite
Oh,
movie?
Christmas movie, I would have to say toss up comedy wise would be Home Alone and Santa Claus.
I like Home Alone.
But
Starring Trump with the 20-second scene. Trump. He was
Yeah.
the best. He was the best. He was awesome. It was amazing. Go ahead.
I would say heartfelt wise, I would have to say I'm gonna age myself because this movie is before my
No.
time. Holiday Inn.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm going to age myself. It's a Wonderful Life. Watch that movie with my dad all the time growing up. That is a holiday movie I still watch, but a holiday movie for me.
I think we lost her.
Did she freeze up?
I'm here. Can you hear me? It froze up after I said The Shining.
No. She froze. She froze.
It was all that work.
She's doing too much work.
It's a
Clarence, she wants to live.
Is that the
Needs to
Grinch?
work to get that bell to ring so she can get her wings.
Well, let's talk. Jimmy Stewart is either the Grinch or Jimmy Stewart is what I was going to say. But let's talk about the Christmas tree, the White House Christmas tree. What's happening? Listen to this. Here's Jill.
The Cartner family lost thousands of trees in the storm.
Okay, this is the Christmas tree for North Carolina. They lost thousands of trees during the storm during Hurricane Helene.
But this one remains standing.
But the one tree that remains standing,
and they
cut
named
down.
it Tremendous.
They named Tremendous
for the extraordinary hope that it represents. In just a few days, volunteers from all over the country.
Isn't that nice? Volunteers from all over the country is going to help tear down the only tree.
Oh no, it's already done. They just showed it being carted in.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. When nobody's talking about this, the only tree that they had standing, the Bidens tear down for the White House, and they had volunteers all over the country to help tear down this tree and bring it to the White House. But where's the volunteers all over the country and FEMA when they really needed them? This is absolutely the empathy. Like, this is mind-blowing to me, this speech. Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
Actually, Emily, I think you confused it. There was the one tree standing that they made them cut down and ship so thousands of volunteers from around the country could decorate it.
Oh, well, we haven't got the rest of the 43 seconds here.
Will pour in to transform this tree. And
here we go.
There, see?
Here we go. Listen here.
Will pour in to transform this tree and decorate the entire White House.
Remember when I had a post that went viral the first year, Jill? I mean, when I say viral, it was millions. When Jill Biden first took over the White House after Melania left. And we went from a very high, pristine, what was that guy's name I used? I can't remember now. Sorry, folks, it's the one kicking in, to the Dollar General. And I posted pictures of before and after, and it went absolutely viral. And that's pretty much what caused me to lose everything in 2021. But so now, is she telling us that because the holiday Christmas White House stuff has been so bad for the last 4 years, it wasn't her planning, it was people from all over the world that come in and decorated the White House? Is that what she's saying here?
No,
entire
no. What
White
it
House.
is actually it. I was watching a special on this one day. Is even with every president, they have people representing every state come in, and they all get assigned decorations. It's either the tree of their state or a tree, may not even be their state, or putting decorations out in in the rooms to make it all festive. It's and they're like, this is such a huge honor, and you have to be vetted to be coming in. And they're like, and you may or may not see the president while you're there, but you have to keep your composure. But it's not limited to the Bidens. All of them have had these people coming in and doing this for years.
Well, I love the White House under Melania. It was beautiful, but let's listen.
And out of the whirlwind of glitter and garlands will come
Out of the whirlwind. Out of the whirlwind, Helene. What the F is this about? This is a slap in the face, in my opinion. They're chopping down the only tree standing, in my opinion, with this Christmas tree out of North Carolina. And now like
glitter and garlands will come the warmth, and out of the whirlwind of
out of the whirlwind.
Yeah.
These people are not connected to reality at all, folks.
No, and what I think is interesting is remember with the Trump age, we still had the national tree ceremony where the tree was outside and it was like this grand tree that was lit up, and it was like that's how we announced the arrival of the season. And then Biden comes in and it's like, nope, we're not doing that anymore. No national celebration of the seasons.
Daniel?
Yes.
What do you think about all this? You think this is a slap in the face?
I
North Carolina?
I honestly have no comment on it. Like I'm dumbfounded by everything this administration has done.
I just can't wait till they get out. Let's listen to the last bit of this.
glitter and garlands will come the warmth and comfort of the season. I can't wait for you all to share in it. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, not Merry Christmas. Which was a big thing to do. Remember when Kamala said, we can't say Christmas? How dare you say Christmas?
Yep.
Joe Fox, I would not volunteer shit under the administration. Nothing more than common thieves.
You watch your
Jill and
language.
Joe are squatters. They are squatters. I'm sorry. I had a little bit of wine.
Damn it.
Wine. I
So
apologize.
I actually got an interesting question for you both. When did it become Merry Christmas? Because I've always heard Happy Christmas in like the really old movies and everything, but growing up it was always Merry Christmas. So
I have
where did this happy
never
come
heard
from?
Happy Christmas.
I've never heard Happy Christmas either. I'm Googling
I
it right
always
now.
heard Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard. Happy Christmas film in 2014. Happy Christmas. I don't know. Never heard of that. Merry Christmas to all and all a good night.
The phrase Happy Christmas became common in Britain in the 1930s after King George V used it in the first royal Christmas message.
That's what's wrong with Britain.
And that's why they lost the war.
Here's a funny comment.
Yeah, he did.
Somebody goes, apparently in the 14th century, Mary became associated with people gone wild, so happy became the cooler, more polished expression.
People gone wild. I got a lot of comments on that, but I'm not going to say it.
People gone
How is the
wild.
British going on over there? How's the monarchy right now? Like, I haven't heard much news about
Do they
Charles and
even
them.
have a monarchy right now?
I don't know.
We with care.
We're still ruled over the monarchy, though. We're still ruled over them.
Especially
we got
lawyers.
sold back. We got sold back to them. That's why the U.S. corporation exists, is because we are not an independent. 4th of July, yes, it did happen, but it was short-lived. It lasted maybe 50 years, and we got sold back over to the British economy. Or
I
British
do not
monarchy.
recognize their authority.
Well, DC does. The District of Columbia is not USA. It's British.
Well, right now, I don't recognize their authority either.
Well, then we need to rise up and take back our nation and make it a republic again, and get us set free from the U.S.
U.S. of Britain.
That's what we started in November 5th. That's
No,
what that was.
We're gonna have a show about all the people that's in Trump's cabinet, which they are amazing people. I will say that they are amazing people, but there's a lot of red flags. What's happening? I'm hoping that I'm wrong, and a lot of this stuff. I've deep dived on a lot of these people, especially his handler, chief of staff. What's her name?
Well, I actually read an interesting thing that says when you are appointed to a cabinet, yeah, but when you're appointed to a cabinet position, and if you get fired from that position, you are not allowed to take any political office after that. So it's like, in a way, it's like he might be using them to get rid of these chess pieces because he can fire them as cabinet.
No,
and then they're out.
Let me tell you, if Trump's smart enough to do that, then he's a genius. But I don't think he really truly learned his lesson the first round with Pence, especially with his VP pick. VP pick can be president, and that's a whole other show we're gonna do on all of his cabinet picks and their connections and what they do. But Susie, I'm so excited. This is the first woman to be chief of staff and everything like that. It's fantastic. But Susie Wiles and her connection to Big Pharma and everything, I almost feel like Susie Wiles is a handler. She's a handler in this. So that's a whole other topic. Hopefully we'll talk about here on the B System in the next couple weeks, before the new year. I'd like to do a show on that before the new year, especially before January 20th. By the way, I'm going to the inauguration. Anybody else going to the inauguration?
With you.
Well, you know what, Daniel, if you come up to Ashland, you might be able to go with me. If you want to go.
Do you need a luggage carrier?
I'm hoping to go, but it's going to be via bus, and everything. I had several friends that was going to sign up too, but I'm not getting a for sure confirmed answer. I'm going. I'm telling you right now, I am going individually. I'd like to have somebody go with me because it makes it a lot more fun.
If you take me with you, you do not have to take a bus. I will drive, and we can go up there in comfort.
Because driving up there is awful. Traffic is terrible. I've been to DC 18 times, maybe 20 times.
No. My buddy has a house in Alexandria. We can just park at his house, and the metro is like half a mile from his house. We'll take the metro into DC.
Yeah, but with all the road closures, you're going to be able to get there.
Well, Daniel, how are you going to get to? I'm like 5-6 hours from you.
I mean, you're practically like on the way.
Well, let's go. Man, we'll go. I'll pay gas or whatever we need to do. Let's go. Anybody else want to go? How many people can sit in your car, Daniel? We're gonna go.
I was
I've
just
got
saying,
a,
if you
I've got a
take the bus,
Nissan Pathfinder with a third row.
Third row. Who wants to go?
just if you do take the bus, just make sure you don't get on the special buses.
I got a bus that has a really nice bathroom, but I'm scared to use the bathroom on there. But I would prefer to drive up there. But here's the thing: are we going to drive up there and come back? Because I will tell you this: I've looked at Airbnbs, I've looked at hotels and everything. It is so expensive in that area during this time. Like I think they made it so super expensive on purpose. It's like
Of course
$5,000
they
a night.
did.
Well,
Of course
I
they
think,
did.
but hold on, they made it so expensive that for a regular person, I don't think DC is so liberal, they don't want Trumpers there at all. So for just a regular hotel room, the Hampton, all that kind of stuff, $5,000 for a night.
Yeah, of course. It's kind of like when there's a concert in town.
No, they don't care. They will up it $100, $200 or something like this. Is outrageous amount of money because they don't want people there in DC to see Trump's inauguration.
Yeah, it's like the Super Bowl.
Us regular people, us regular folks, they don't want us there
Us
because
normies
Washington
can't go.
DC. Well, Washington DC is super liberal.
Yeah, but they forget Trumpers are smart and they'll figure out, hey, we can get a whole bunch of people to rent that B&B and we'll knock that price down really quick per person.
No, because they give you limits. You can only have like four people in there. And then here's the one time I wish I had van life. I might just invest in a van this next year just to have van life that has a bathroom and everything in it so I can travel from time to time in it and still have my home here. But the one time I wish I just had a van life I could go park somewhere in DC or at the outskirts and just take the metro in to DC. I want to be there. I think this is going to be big to do January 20th. And let me tell you, if anything happens at the Capitol, anything happens, I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
Yeah.
We'll be at a bar somewhere while they're tearing down whatever they got to tear down. I will not collude with Black Lives Matter or Antifa. I won't.
Or the DNC or the deep state or the cabal
or the
any
Fed,
of them.
the CIA. Well, Daniel, we'll talk after the show and everything, maybe we'll just go up there without a bus. That'd be fun.
I'm saying,
I want to go. I want to go.
I got heated seats.
Okay.
Well, January 20th, you're going to need heated seats.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. What happens when it's bad weather? Do they reschedule the inauguration or is it indoors? Or what happens?
No, they just march straight through. They drive them up instead of walking.
It's snowing really bad. How we get there?
They drive him up and then he delivers his talk and that's it.
Okay. Well, any final words before I play Trump's Thanksgiving message?
Do the turkey gobble.
Yeah, we have said work how many times?
Okay, say work a couple more times and talk about something really quick and I'll do
work.
I'll do it.
Work.
No, that I'm not gonna do an MK Ultra thing.
The work we're going to put into this is going to work.
I'm gonna have to practice. Let me put myself on mute for a minute. I'll put myself on mute. You all talk for a second.
Work
I'll be right
that
back.
gobble.
Oh God.
I have a feeling she's really sitting back there going, why did I get these two to be on the show?
Oh my God. That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work to, get a gobble going and host a show at the same time.
Yeah. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, and I gotta say too, she does put a lot of work in to get these videos for us.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of work in general just to do a podcast.
It is. There's a lot of work hours that goes into it.
Yeah, people don't realize the amount of work that goes. Like, it's not just an hour and a half to 2 hours of work that everybody hears. It's all of the hour into it.
Yeah, there's like days of work that goes
Yes.
into 1 hour.
And we have to work on working at it around our regular work.
We totally need to start a like corner of this show that's like this is the word of the day kind of thing going. Let's see how many times we could work this word into the show.
Oh, kind of like the weatherman that works the lyrics into his broadcasts.
Oh yeah.
Is Emily back? I keep seeing a little circle around her.
I'm not sure
No?
if she's back, but I was watching while you two were talking. I'm just sitting here listening, and I was getting the circle around my name going, and I'm like, I'm not talking. Why is my avatar showing me talking? That's not me.
Gobble,
Picking up.
gobble.
There she is. All right.
That was it.
All right, I got
That was my
two
turkey
buttons.
call. That's my turkey call. Gobble, gobble.
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
Did you hear how many times we worked
I
the
know. I
word
heard work
working?
over and over again, and I finished off my glass of wine. So,
All right. Now, for
I
real.
practiced a couple times. I'm not as good as what I used to be.
For real this time, and I've got two buttons here. I
can play the bagpipes. I can play the bagpipes.
Can you go? Wait, what?
Wait, yeah, say that again.
It's one of these days you'll get me all to play the bagpipes, but since it's Turkey Day.
All right, I got two buttons here.
Okay.
We want to hear a legit turkey call.
Okay.
And depending upon how well you do, you're going to hear one of two sounds. You're either going to hear this sound.
No, don't reject me. Don't reject
Or you're going
me.
to hear this sound.
It took a whole glass of wine for me to do this. Don't reject me on that. That's going to be bad. Like, don't do that to me.
All right, come on. Let's hear the turkey gobble.
No, I got to.
The silence.
Now you're going to make me nervous. Why do you do this to me, Daniel?
You're the one who brought it up. Come on, let's hear it.
You know you want to gobble.
I want to gobble. Subscribe for exclusive content. Emily will do her gobble call, her turkey call after the show.
Exclusive content. Come listen to Emily gobble.
Gobble call. I'm not going to do it. You all have to go over there. We will do after this show. We will do an exclusive show of just my turkey call. You put me on the spot, Daniel. You make me nervous now. I'm sweating.
Do something or just stand there and bleed.
I think this is exclusive content only. Content. I do.
Oh
I
my
do.
God.
You know,
who wants to hear Emily's turkey call?
Who wants to hear Emily gobble?
We do. That's two there. And let's see, there's how many in the chat room asked for it?
I don't know. Nobody's asking for it right now. Everybody's being
Ralph
silent.
has been asking for it.
Well, Ralph is a subscriber already. So thank you, Ralph. We appreciate you. He is subscribed to the B system already. This could be exclusive content only. Hear my gobble. I will also play the bagpipes. Let's just do this 2-in-1 BOGO. This is a BOGO.
Joe Fox wants to hear it.
This is a BOGO. Subscribe for exclusive content only. Buy one, get one. You will
You're
get my
making
turkey
it sound
call.
more and more like an OnlyFans.
That's you. This will be a turkey call and a bagpipes. I will play the bagpipes. I can also do the trumpet, but we'll do bagpipes and gobble call if you subscribe for exclusive
Don't
content.
oversell yourself there. Leave some for the next, exclusive.
No, this is buy one, get one. This is our first exclusive content. Do you all really want me to do it, though? Do you really want me to do it?
No, if you're going to charge people for it, then charge people for it.
It's like $5 or less. You can do $1, I think. Even I don't like to ask a lot of money for people because I'm not that kind of person. But I think you can do $1 to $5 or something for a subscriber. I did not make this absolutely expensive for y'all. $1 to $5 a month. Exclusive content for the Beast System and What the Frick Live. That's my other podcast, which we're going to have exclusive content too. So all this is coming together. And I don't know. Do you should I do the well? How about if I do the gobble?
The gobble?
Wasn't there a really popular song called the Wobble?
Yes.
There's a dance style wobble.
Daniel said yes. Daniel is security at a bar. Is it the Wobble?
Yes.
Hold on. I think maybe the Wobble will get me into gobble.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
The Wobble song.
There is a music video VIC did for the wobble.
Hold on. I need clean
lyrics. You're gonna love this. Wobble is the second single by rapper VIC from his debut album Beast.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Beast?
Yep.
I want to share my screen.
Now she's going to make that the theme song of the show.
Oh, it says parental advisory only. I'm so sorry if this has cuss words. I'm not going to play that much of it because I don't want to be striked. But we do have a good 4 minutes that we can play for Fair Use Act. Here we go.
Oh! Drop it down, let me see you just get low, scrub the ground, let me see you just.
Here we go.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby,
wobble, wobble, baby, wobble,
baby, wobble, baby, wobble, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
Make it back it up. Daniel, how often does this song get played?
Every single Friday and Saturday night. No, I will tell you the set
gobble
list.
wobble.
They do
look at
the
what
Cupid
Wayne
Shuffle. They do the Get Up. They do Wobble. I absolutely hate this song. I hate this song. I hate Cupid Shuffle. I hate it all.
Y'all looking at something like the truth player. A girl told me about it. 'Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low. Baby, wobble it up. Make 'em back it up. Make 'em. Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it. I say you moving your head, go ahead, bye. I swag go miss like you gotta be.
There's a gobble dance.
He says, "Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it."
What is it?
He says, "Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it."
Yeah, but isn't there a dance? Maybe that's a different song I'm talking about. Okay. All right. We got wobble. I should deliver on the gobble. Oh my goodness.
Let me get my button ready.
Don't.
Yeah, let us get our phones ready so we can record this.
Michael, you sent me a YouTube video.
It's the dance video to the song you just played.
Oh, hold on. Let's do this. I want to share it. Let's watch the video of which Daniel watches on weekends. I'm assuming
You're procrastinating.
I am because I
And I'm
need.
helping. I will own that.
Like, I don't take this stuff lightly, folks. Here we go. Here we go.
Y'all looking at something like the truth.
Here we go.
A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with the tool in his pants. Now, I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gonna need your bird. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low, then the pound it real fast, just like the percolate. Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby.
Wobble, wobble, baby. Wobble, wobble, wobble.
Wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble, baby, wobble.
Oh my gosh, I never in a million years thought I'd play freaking Wobble on the B system. So I'm sorry, folks. I love you all. Thank you for tuning into the B system tonight.
You know, I will say though, as Dance Crazes goes, that was the least energetic dance move I have ever seen. It looked like they just leaned back and were like, yeah, this is it.
That's pretty much all it is.
I lean back.
Moving like Bernie has more energy.
You know what's going viral right now, though, is the Trump dance on the NFL field and everywhere. The Trump dance.
I had somebody on an investigation ask me to do it, and I was like, I couldn't remember it. As many times as I've seen it, I was like, oh my God, how does it go? I couldn't remember it.
What's going viral right now is we're all waiting on Emily to do her gobble. Scotch makes me an asshole.
You know, I don't blame it on the Scotch. I just blame it it's you, Daniel. It's not
Scotch make me an asshole.
You know, we plugged it how many times and worked in the word work how many times?
Work to get
and a lot of work to get the gobble.
But it was good work.
I mean, I guess it is
Full
good
work.
work. I don't know. That's Kamala.
There's a
Doing
lot
the
of work that went into the work to get you to do the gobble.
I know.
After we said the word work.
And Chris Matthew, that produces our podcast, he's going to have to do this in a part 1 and a part 2 because it's gone way over tonight that I was not expecting to go over. I thought maybe an hour and a half at the most, because of all the videos I have. But this is almost like watching the live election nights. What was it? It was 7 hours, wasn't it?
7 hours, yes.
Okay, here's the viral.
You know, here's the question of the hour. Does the NFL actually going to start backing Trump, or are they just trying to buy favor?
Well, all the players in the NFL that are doing it, even if the NFL wasn't going to start backing Trump, all of the players in the NFL that are doing it, are they going to fine and suspend all those players? Then they wouldn't have the NFL.
I mean, I'm sick and tired of the NFL just bowing the knee when it comes to the American flag. Like that's terrible. Kaepernick, and then we got freaking
Copernic.
yeah, Copernic, whatever his name is, Kaepernick. Then we got Taylor Swift involved on this, and we all know the NFL is all scripted because let me tell you this: 18 years this past year, 18 years, folks, that I guessed. It wasn't a guess because they deal with numbers. The NFL deals with numbers, and you got to look at the numbers through the whole season and stuff. And if you want to know the insights about the numbers, you can message me personally on Facebook. But
She'll post them as exclusive content.
I've guessed the NFL championship winner out of 18 years without ever watching a season game. And that's the truth. And I have friends that can witness this and tell you. And I don't bet because I feel like the first time I'll ever bet will that I'll lose. But if you want to message me and talk to me and I will tell you the numbers, I will show you the numbers and I will show you who's going to win. I've even got it down to the last quarter on it. I have. And I don't talk about this much, but the last 5 years I've got it down to the last quarter and points even. It's gotten that obvious to people that are conspiracy theorists.
Or are you just a savant in hiding?
She's one of the writers for The Simpsons.
I'm CIA. I'm CIA, folks. I'm FBI. My son thought I was an FBI person for a long time because how many times the FBI has been at my house. I'm not joking. I'm FBI. I'm CIA. But okay, I'm gonna do my gobble. You all talk for at least 60 seconds. Let me practice one more time. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna do my gobble call. Here we go.
Gobble, gobble. Just do 60 seconds of the word gobble.
we want to hear the gobble. We want to hear the gobble, Clarence.
Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Gobble wobble.
Okay. This is not my best gobble. I will say this. I've been out of 5 years of practice because I haven't worked at Texas Roadhouse in 5 years. Here we go. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Ready? I cannot believe I'm doing this. Now I have compassion and empathy for all the squatchers, Bigfoot people that come on and I ask them to do their squatch call. Here we go. Ready?
Actually, it was not bad.
It needs to be a little bit deeper.
Well, that one sounded like a Kamala.
That was a Kamala call. Well, anyway, there we go. I can play the bagpipes and the trumpet, and that's going to be another show. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. We do have a message. I'm going to close out with this. Thank you, Michael and Daniel, for coming on this evening. I'm going to close out with Trump's message. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Awesome, wonderful. Hopefully we will be back live next Thursday for a show. And we appreciate everybody. Share this show out. Thank you. Over on Rumble, give us if you can't do, if anything, just give us a positive rumble, give us a thumbs up, support us with a coffee, buy us a coffee if you want to, or subscribe for exclusive content. Obviously the gobble it's not going to be on that now, but the bagpipes might be.
Hey, we could still put the gobble on there. You know, you have time to rehearse it a little more.
I feel like Daniel recorded that, and it's going to be a freaking sound.
I was just thinking about it, and I was going, I wish I had.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't. So, Hopefully everybody had a wonderful, awesome Thanksgiving. Thank you for tuning in here on the Beast System. I know we can't talk politics on Thanksgiving. That's why we did the show tonight. But we're going to close out here with Trump's message. Happy Thanksgiving.
My fellow Americans, Melania and I would like to wish you a blessed and joyful Thanksgiving. Nearly 400 years ago, the Pilgrims gathered with Native Americans to give thanks to their first harvest. Just over a year before, in September of 1620, the Pilgrims set sail on the Mayflower to settle a new land where they could live and worship freely. They came to this continent with few resources, but rich in faith, courage, and dreams. They endured a treacherous voyage across the ocean and long days inside the ship's cabin as storms raged wild. Then, when the Pilgrims arrived at Plymouth, their first act was to pray. Soon they persevered through the months of bitter winter. With the help of Squanto and the Wampanoag tribe, they survived and began to build a new home for their families. On their first Thanksgiving, they came together to rejoice after their harvest and praise God for his provision. Since then, Americans have always remembered the blessings of freedom and the glory of God. In his first year as president, George Washington proclaimed a day of public thanksgiving and prayer. He asked all citizens to unite in sincere and humble thanks for God's providence and the founding of our country. And in the midst of the Civil War, President Lincoln made the last Thursday in November a national holiday. He called on Americans to come together with one heart and one voice to thank God for his gracious gifts and to ask him to heal the wounds of the nation and to restore it. Today we give thanks for all of the pilgrims, pioneers, and patriots who have gone before us, and for all those warriors who have kept us safe and free. This week we know that thousands of men and women in uniform won't be able to come home for Thanksgiving. They're standing watch around the world, facing down our enemies and defending our great American flag. We are eternally grateful for their courage, heroism, and sacrifice. We also thank Americans at home who serve their fellow Americans in need of a helping hand. Families who care for the sick, bring food to the hungry, and provide a loving home to children across the country. This year, in the face of painful hardships, we have seen the incredible strength of the American spirit. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers helping strangers, and citizens reaching out for those in need. And we thank God for the police, firefighters, paramedics, and rescue workers who put themselves in harm's way to save others. The people of this nation come from all different backgrounds, but we are all one people and one American family. We all share the same heart, the same home, and the same glorious destiny. And we are all bound together by the common bonds of love, loyalty, and affection that make our country into a wonderful home. Together, we give thanks for the loved ones who grace our lives and for the heroes who protect our nation. And we ask for God's continued blessings on this magnificent land. We're very, very happy on this Thanksgiving Day. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.